Welcome to Channel 784 News. I'm Bob Connor with the top headlines of the day. Today we are bringing you news of a supermarket suspending the sale of 2-liter milk due to a mysterious Bigfoot sighting, city parks closed after an unexpected great white shark migration, a German shepherd winning a local dog show with the best recite your taxes performance, locals reacting incredulously after a rare snowfall during the summer, a camouflage gymnasium opening in the town center, a record-breaking wave recorded at the beach, and a boy suing a pet store for the right to keep a Luna moth as a pet. But first, here's Anna with the weather.
Good morning, Anna. It's going to be a wild day of weather throughout our state, so here's your roundup. In Winstead, it's going to be a chilly day with a low of -48 degrees and a high of -16 degrees, with plenty of showers throughout the day. The small town of Winstead is known to its residents as the Little Switzerland of the state due to its gorgeous views and rolling hills. Moving along to Howes, temperatures will range from a low of -35 to a high of 82 degrees with breezy conditions. Its small but quaint atmosphere makes it a great place to spend the day fishing and indulging in some of their delicious restaurants. Anamosa will be experiencing a thunderstorm with temperatures ranging from -47 to -13. Famous for its unique architecture, Anamosa is home to a large Iowa limestone quarry and was a stop on the Underground Railroad. Next, in Saudesburg, the weather is expected to be rainy with a low of -45 and a high of 52. Nicknamed the Diamond in the Valley, Saudesburg is recognized for its stunning mountain views and is the perfect spot for mountain biking, canoeing, and hiking. Lastly, Ebensburg will see temperatures ranging from -43 to 48 degrees with rain. It's locally known for its gorgeous historical sites and malls. Residents of Ebensburg take advantage of its evergreen scenery, outdoor parks, and beautiful lakes. That's your weather report for today, a bit of rain and a bit of shine across the state. Now let's go back to Bob in the studio to see what today's top stories are.
It comes as a pleasant surprise to many areas around the world that have recently discovered an unexpected great white shark migration taking place. In order to ensure the safety of visitors, city parks have made the decision to close indefinitely. This is undoubtedly a bittersweet moment for locals and visitors alike, as the parks have been a treasured part of the community for many years. Though it may seem overwhelming to think that a predator of this size and power is close to our shores, this migration of great white sharks should be seen as an exciting opportunity to appreciate the majesty of the ocean and its inhabitants. By taking the necessary steps to close the parks, we are doing our part to ensure that visitors and the sharks will remain safe. The unexpected great white shark migration is a reminder to the public of how interconnected the environment is around the world. Our conservation efforts should be a priority in order to maintain a healthy aquatic ecosystem. Such migrations remind us of our need to be mindful of the natural ways of the ocean, while also inspiring us to take actions to protect it. In the meantime, all of us have the chance to show our appreciation for the beautiful creatures that inhabit our oceans by taking some time to pause and reflect on the wonders of nature. Let us all look forward to the day when city parks are open again and we can share in the joy and appreciation for the amazing animals that call the ocean home. Recently, a small town near Kirkland, Washington was abuzz with an unexpected surprise. In what could only be described as a motion picture moment come to life, many grocery store shoppers saw an astonishing figure, a large bipedal creature with sharp black fur, towering over the dairy section. Eyewitnesses reported that the creature had broad shoulders and strange horns protruding from the sides of its head. Fortunately, no one was harmed during the incident, although the store was brought to a standstill. In response, store management have decided to temporarily suspend the sale of 2-liter bottles of milk until further notice, insisting that this is more of a precautionary measure than a concern for public safety. Although it is still unknown what this creature is, the mystery has captured the attention of the local community. Local authorities have already launched an investigation and have commissioned a team of experts to inspect the area, in order to determine if this was actually a genuine sighting of a Bigfoot or some other mysterious creature. The public are being encouraged to invest the time and effort in trying to catch another glimpse of the mysterious creature, providing evidence for the inquiry. So far, no evidence of a Bigfoot has been found, yet this hasn't stopped people from speculating about it. The incident has also brought to light the fascinating folklore tied to this mystical creature. Local schools have done their part in educating people about its storied history, giving many people a newfound appreciation for the local folklore and culture. At this point, it's too early to predict the outcome of this investigation. Nonetheless, the local community is taking this opportunity to immerse themselves in a captivating encounter with a mysterious creature straight out of their childhood stories. Locals in the otherwise normally sunny climate of X-City were left outraged and in disbelief after an unprecedented snowfall occurred during their summer season. Unusual weather patterns brought cold air and precipitation down from the Arctic Circle, blanketing the city in snow to the shock and dismay of everyone. Despite the novelty of a summer snowfall, residents of X-City felt inconvenienced and even threatened by the sudden storm. Without much time to prepare, many people were stranded outside in the cold and precipitation, unsure of what to do. Businesses closed or were forced to close early for safety reasons. Residents deemed the unusual storm a nuisance, as it appeared to have no benefit whatsoever. The roads were dangerous and slippery, leading to a number of car accidents throughout the city. It also added an extra layer of stress and expense to city maintenance, as the snow had to be promptly cleared off of sidewalks and roads. Some residents attempted to make the best of the situation by putting on parkas and throwing snowballs, but in general, the prevailing sentiment was one of anger and confusion. How could this happen during their summer? Many lamented that their city's normally temperate climate was becoming increasingly unpredictable and that perhaps climate change was to blame. At this point, summer snowfall in X-City is merely a memory, but it's one that many residents will not soon forget. The shock and outrage caused by the storm has left them incredulous and unprepared for future unexpected changes in their weather patterns. It's the canine competition everyone has been talking about, and it ended in a victorious roar as a German Shepherd won the local dog show with a stunning recitation of tax obligations. The dog, who goes by the name Max, has been making headlines and winning hearts with his hypnotic oratory of tax regulations and restrictions. Max has been captivating a wide audience of dog showgoers, performing with a grace and poise that has already garnered him recognition in the dog show world. Max is no stranger to the spotlight. He was the star performer at a similar show earlier in the season and, thanks to his impressive routine, was chosen to take the stage once again. This time, however, was even more special for Max as he was announced the winner of the entire show. The crowd erupted in applause as the audience stars shined, and Max was crowned best in show for his tax recitation. Max, who is owned and adored by his trainer, was clearly thrilled with his win. When asked about his victory and what it meant for him, Max's trainer said, "My relationship with Max transcends all canine competitions." Seeing him up on stage and performing such an astonishing feat was the icing on the cake. Winning the show with my loyal four-legged pal has been something that has made us both exceedingly proud and happy. While last night's competition was a once-in-a-lifetime event, Max and his kind and loyal nature will no doubt make him a common presence in the dog show world. His newfound tax expertise has already earned him the title of best in show and a fan base of tax-savvy canines and humans alike. Surfers and beachgoers, rejoice! A record-breaking wave was recently recorded on a beach in the United Kingdom. The perfect wave was measured at an incredible 82 feet high and was created by unusually powerful Atlantic Ocean swells. Surfers worldwide have been salivating at the thought of such a huge and perfect wave, likely wondering how soon it will be before they can catch it for themselves. Good news for these brave souls has arrived as the beach itself is now open to the public, allowing surfers to test their skills on this once-in-a-lifetime wave. The towering wave was measured from the beach to the peak of the wave and is the highest ever recorded in the UK, besting the previous record holder by a full 7 feet. However, it appears unlikely that people will ever actually be able to catch it as its height is just slightly dangerous for traditional surfing. Still, surfers are thrilled about this new record-breaking wave and are gathering near the beach in droves, ready to test their skills on the many smaller, but still powerful waves nearby. There's no doubt that the adventuresome amongst us will be taking on the challenge and, who knows, maybe one lucky surfer will be the first to ever ride the record-breaking wave. So, ready your boards and wetsuits and hit the beach. This historic and record-breaking wave is calling. Surf's up! Residents of Small Town, USA have been exhilarated to find out about the opening of the Camouflage Gymnasium. Located in the bustling town center, the gymnasium promises to offer a unique and comfortable space for people to not only stay in shape but also to come together as a community. The Camouflage Gymnasium features state-of-the-art equipment and amenities, including a 24-hour fitness center, a basketball court, cardio equipment, free weights, and machines. A wide selection of classes are available, such as yoga, Pilates, and martial arts. By offering such a variety of options, the Camouflage promises something for everyone looking to stay fit. The gym also has a relaxed yet focused atmosphere which draws in people of all ages and athletic abilities. Not only does the Camouflage Gymnasium offer a variety of fitness options, but it also provides a great gathering space for local meetups and events. The gym has brought people from all over the community together in one spot, creating a stimulating social atmosphere. In addition, the Camouflage Gymnasium has partnered with the local food pantry to provide free snacks and hot meals to those in need. Overall, the Camouflage Gymnasium is a welcome addition to Small Town's town center. With a diverse range of services, it provides an accessible opportunity for individuals to stay active and come together as a community. Residents of Small Town can now take advantage of the various amenities and participate in the activities the Camouflage Gymnasium offers. In a world where laws and regulations sometimes feel restrictive and arbitrary, here's a story of a brave little boy who refused to be constrained by a seemingly unfair law. That boy is 8-year-old Maxton Borger from Longmont, Colorado, who recently filed a lawsuit against a local pet store alleging that their no exotic pets policy is unconstitutional. His argument? That he should have the right to keep a Luna moth, Actias luna, as a pet. Inspired by a school project he was doing on invertebrate appreciation, Maxton wanted to take his learning to the next level by taking home a moth specimen. But a pet store employee denied him the chance to purchase a Luna moth in accordance with the store's policy of no exotic pets. Maxton was devastated. Unwilling to back down, Maxton, with help from his parents, decided to protest the store's policy. His argument is that Luna moths are harmless and non-invasive, so why should he not be allowed to own one? Maxton believes that the policy is an unnecessary limitation on an individual's right to own a pet. Maxton's actions have stumbled into rare territory for an 8-year-old. His story is making headlines and spreading across the United States. While the legal battle continues, Maxton is receiving widespread public support. People everywhere love the idea of a brave little boy taking a stand against what he believes to be an injustice. Maxton is proving that with a bit of courage and determination, anyone can effect real change. We applaud Maxton's brave fight and hope that he wins his case and achieves the right to keep the Luna moth as a pet. We're all rooting for him and excitedly awaiting the outcome. Now, let's hear both sides of the story. Joining us tonight to debate the issue of city parks closed indefinitely due to an unexpected great white shark migration are Mike Krockhauser and Ellie Donahue. Mike, an oceanographer, and Ellie, a city council member for the same city. Mike, let's start with you. What do you think about this policy of indefinite park closures?
We are in the middle of a crisis, and it is our government's responsibility to protect its citizens. Closing these parks indefinitely is the responsible choice to make for the safety of the public.
I don't think this is the responsible choice. It's not like these parks are purposely trying to invite sharks in. It's a natural occurrence that has been caused by human-induced climate change. We should be looking at ways to mitigate the impacts of climate change as a more responsible solution.
Well, what good would that do? We can't undo the damage that has already been done by climate change. The best we can do is to keep people safe by closing the parks.
That's true, But by closing the parks, we are only addressing the symptoms, not the root cause. We need to take serious steps to address climate change and prevent these types of migrations from happening in the future.
But what steps can we take? We can't control the weather or the environment.
We can start by reducing our carbon emissions and investing in renewable energy sources. We can also create policies that incentivize sustainable practices, such as planting more trees or creating protected areas for wildlife. These are all measures that we can take to reduce the impacts of climate change.
But those solutions take time, and we don't have that much time. We need to act now to keep people safe.
I understand that, but we also need to think about the long-term impacts of our actions. We can't just close the parks and forget about the problem. If we don't address the root cause, the problem will only get worse and we will be dealing with more serious consequences in the future.
Thank you, Mike Krockhauser and Ellie Donoghue, for bringing us an engaging and informative debate. Now let's turn to sports and get the latest updates on the latest sports action. The highly anticipated Trilljat Bowl was anything but thrilling for those in attendance, as the game ended with a whimper and little to get excited about. The first half of the game was lackluster, with neither team able to gain an advantage. The second half was like watching a car crash in slow motion, as the teams both missed opportunities to take the lead. A couple of missed field goals kept the score close, but neither team looked like they could break the stalemate. In the end, the game came down to the final seconds, but that wasn't enough to bring the fans to their feet. A last-second Hail Mary pass for the win fell incomplete and the game ended without much excitement, leaving fans with an unsatisfying conclusion. It was a game that had promised to be entertaining with two teams that were evenly matched, but the Trilljat Bowl left many disappointed. Fans will likely be referring to this game as an example of how not to cap off such a high-profile event. Let this be a lesson for future games. One should never presume that the fans will be on the edge of their seats for a thrilling finish. The Pluma 5 frenzy has reached a fever pitch in its epic final match on Saturday. Pluma 5, the much-loved, fast-paced soccer game, has been gripping the nation with its high-speed skills, breathtaking rematches, and spectacular showdowns. This Saturday's nail-biting final match between Team Liberty and Team Fire is sure to go down as one of the greatest showdowns in Pluma 5 history. Team Liberty, captained by the legendary Chris Cobalt, have been dominating the circuit with their impressive streak of 5 consecutive wins. But Team Fire, led by the quick-footed Joe Blaze, are sure to put up a fight for the championship title. Both teams have been hard at work in practice for months, honing their skills and perfecting their strategies to ensure an impressive victory. The stage is set for an epic showdown, and Pluma 5 fans everywhere are eagerly anticipating the intense match. With their signature speed and skill, Team Liberty and Team Fire are sure to deliver an unforgettable performance. With teams of this caliber, there's no telling who will be crowned champion, and that's what's adding to the excitement of the Pluma 5 frenzy. So be sure to tune into the Pluma 5 final match this Saturday night for one of the greatest games in history. Who will emerge victorious? It's sure to be an electrifying experience that no Pluma 5 fan should miss. The Knot Cup is one of the rare sports tournaments to reach the epitome of excitement and thrills every year. Despite its already impressive reputation, the 2019 Knot Cup Final was an exceptional event that astounded spectators around the world. The two competing teams, Citylanders and Montanes, had an extraordinary level of skill that seemed to reach a climax in the last few minutes of the game. Holmes fans watching the match felt a surge of hope as the Citylanders scored with a perfect shot just moments before the final whistle. However, a shocking twist of fate revealed itself in the very last second of the game. The Montanes cleverly passed the ball to their teammate and the Citylanders thought they had the game in the bag. But, the Montanes had one final trick up their sleeve. Their youngest player pulled an unimaginable shot that soared through the air and landed in the goal only moments before the final whistle. The collective gasp of all spectators was almost deafening and the stunned silence was only broken by cheers of joy from the Montanes. The Citylanders were shattered, but still showed their sportsmanship and gracefully accepted their defeat. The frightening finale of the Knot Cup shocked many spectators and has undeniably become a moment that will be remembered for years to come. The tension and excitement were palpable throughout the entire match, and those lucky enough to have watched have witnessed something extraordinary. That's all we have for you tonight. On behalf of everyone here at Channel 784, I'm Bob Connor saying goodbye and good night.